So we might as well call the meeting to order.
And rural regional.
Okay. Carol,
Yes.
did you read through the minutes? And thanks, Chief Logan, for doing the minutes for the 12th of February. Do we have a motion to approve?
I approve.
Okay. And I'll second. Okay. Do we have, in terms of new business, do we have any new business that we need to cover today? We have the speed stats from the last 6 months. I mean, it's amazing. It's been 6 months since we've last met.
I know, it's crazy.
There we go. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So the normal same problems, Cherry Road or Cherry Lane. Oh, look at Furry. Cool. Furry and Chapman. I saw the speed counter out there by Furry here this past week. Alms House, same ones. Okay.
Dean, can you just page down on that?
Sugar Bottom. Okay. Same
Yeah.
ones.
Same.
Now,
Same.
Rogers looks okay. Yeah, one was obviously right at the beginning of the pandemic.
Well, that's good news.
But look at it now, it's 1.2, so it's not even bad. Now, what's the difference between where is Brook Drive?
Out near Spring Valley. It's the first intersection you come to.
Oh, okay. So that's where they wanted to put the speed counter, correct? They were.
Yeah, that's a brand new, see the log number? It's created in 2020. So
Yeah.
that's a new location for us.
Okay. But I mean, that was the one the residents request, I think Joe O'Malley requested.
I forget who did it. Yeah.
Somebody requested it there. Okay. So basically there's no speeding.
Not there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but the old Nursey Way, there's obviously some speeding, but it's still not out of control.
Right. Well, that again, look at the F. That's one with it's flashing up. So that's designed to reduce their speeds.
Yep. Yep.
If it didn't have the F at the end of the case number, it would be a blind box and they wouldn't know it's there.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
So, but that's still interesting because the blind box, it shows they're in good shape. They're in, they're doing exactly what they should be doing.
No,
But there again,
Mark, you're not hearing me.
yeah.
This is not the blind box. It's the flashing box is up towards the upper. It's up to 15%.
Yeah, but the other box is not the flashing box and it's 1.2.
Yeah, but it's literally, you have to understand the roadway, Mark. The roadway, if you turn off to Spring Valley, by the time you get to Spring Valley to Brook Road, you barely even got your car up to 10 miles an hour.
Oh, gotcha.
There's so many stop signs and everything's in there, they're not going to get speed.
Oh, gotcha.
And never,
Okay.
if that gets up anywhere near 15 or 20, we have issues.
Gotcha.
That's just, we'll never put it there again, probably.
Yeah, no, that fair, good point. Okay.
So this one here, where we're at, if you
But-
take the flashing box off, it's probably up over 20.
But now look at the volumes, and this may be because is the synagogue church school running right now? The daycare?
I have no idea.
Because look at those volumes, they're really low.
It's like half.
Yeah.
Let me do something real quick here.
Yeah, I think that last 6 months are going to be skewed because people have not been traveling.
Well, yeah, I totally agree. I mean, that's why we've gotten no complaints either. So, I mean, it tells you something right there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, look at the numbers. They're a joke. No, volume-wise. You know what I mean? compared to what it had been. Interesting. Okay. So that kind of leads us into the next bit, which is the old business of Rogers Road. Have we received any other complaints in the last 6 months?
No, but this is what's going to happen with Rogers Road. Again, we've never finished what we told them we're going to do
Yep.
because of the pandemic. So
Yep.
we've never had that meeting where we have addressed the Board of Supervisors and introduce the system that's been in place to see if they still want to follow it. Agreed?
Yes.
That was supposed to be done back in March, and I think we canceled all meetings between then and now. I
Yeah.
believe Matt has a presentation prepared. There's been debate over the last month or two. I would say last month. I think the next Board of Supervisors meeting on the 18th, Matt is making a presentation regarding the Grasso tract. Is that correct, Matt?
I'll be
Yes.
there for the Grasso discussion, but presentation will be later on in the agenda, was my understanding.
Okay,
For
so
the
the
process.
Grasso tract is part of the next Board of Supervisors meeting, and we're also going to have the presentation on the Rogers Road / traffic calming measures that we've discussed.
Cool.
So there's
Did you
there's
say
nothing
Rogers Road? Chief? It's
We're trying
really just a township-wide discussion.
township-wide. I
Because
misspoke.
I want to differentiate that because of the Rogers Road thing.
Right.
I mean,
But
although
the-
Rogers Road may be the first one that you guys undertake
Right.
under the program, I
If
think
there's
Matt-
Rogers Road residents there, they're going to try and monopolize the conversation and say that it's
That-
all about them, but in reality, it's not. It's township-wide.
right. So we need to take care of Grasso and have the board like deal with Grasso and move on, and then have Matt come back on the agenda and address traffic in general. If they stay behind afterwards, that's fine, but I think it needs to be, I mean, from what I've heard from Matt and from you, Chief, is that this will be a program that can be implemented township-wide.
Correct.
Okay,
And a board, approves the process and the guidelines for implementing traffic control within the township, or, traffic calming within the township, then they have kind of the residents have their outline of what they then need to do to move it forward on Rogers Road.
Okay. We'll wait for that.
Yeah. Okay. So which meeting is that supposed to be, Chief?
Next Tuesday, the 18th.
18th. Okay.
Where on the agenda is it, Stephanie? Do you know? The Grasso and,
Grasso's under land developments, and then this will come a little later as we move through new business. It's a huge agenda right now.
right, so I wouldn't, like, if you're planning on coming, don't come before
Later.
7:30.
Yeah.
Is this your first in-person meeting?
No.
Oh, no. We've been having, March was the last like full in-house meeting on the 17th, and then the April meeting and May meetings were, I guess, hybrids. We had some people in the building and home, and June and July have been just full-blown in the building.
Okay.
But we have to limit the number of people in the building to 25, including the 11 people who sit at the dais. Plus, we have 2 to 3 people in the tab room doing the television.
You don't count. They're
Right. So
different.
can we have committee members there or not advised?
I'm not going.
You can watch it. You can watch it on TV.
I'll do it
Yeah.
on Zoom or whatever.
I'm just saying, if you need me, I'll be there. I don't,
Yeah, you have to wear a mask, obviously, to come into the building and everything. But, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so that's good news. Yeah, I didn't know whether that had happened. I looked back through a bunch of minutes and I couldn't find it. So I'm glad we got that answer. So that's good. So, okay, so we're at least making some progress on that, which is good. Thanks, Matt and the chief for working on that. Okay.
Sure.
So that's pretty much the end of that part of the old business, item number 2. Do we have any updates? Is there any other questions about Rogers Road while we're on it?
Nope.
Okay. Then the other thing that was still out there was Cherry Lane. And has anything changed regarding Cherry Lane?
As far as what, Mark?
No, in terms of you were going to do some speed details. That was February. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're out there.
Oh, okay. Okay. And, that was, really the next item that could be done, or the next thing that was going to be done on there.
It's the only thing that the police department's going to do is conduct our periodic speed details.
Okay, that's fine.
The speed limit can't get any lower.
No.
I can't put a speed hump in, so
No, agreed. Okay, fine. So we'll get rid of that item after this meeting, and then that's it. Okay. There was nothing that's come in, Carol and Doug, online either. So there's been, in 6 months, it's kind of hard to believe, because normally, we were seeing 1 or 2 items a month maybe come in, sometimes more, you know what I mean? So.
Well, we had 60 days, give or take, of limited travel, so.
No, I agree.
This is
But what
the
I'm
least
still 6 months.
issue that people are thinking about is their traffic.
Yeah, exactly. It's still kind of unheard of not to have somebody whine about something, So, but I just wanted to get the meeting out here because it's been 6 months, and so I wanted to make sure we, so if that's it, then we, the next meeting's in October on the 14th. Obviously, you guys will be presenting on the 18th. I'll surely going to watch that, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, and I hope you all will too. But I guess that's it. Is there anybody else have anything to present or talk about?
Sorry I was late. I didn't get the Zoom memo.
It was in the meeting invite. It was right there. Yeah.
I just didn't see it.
Yeah. So.
I had a question, sort of off base, but what's happening with the bike trail? Anything new from the bike and hike? We had talked about extending the trail from Turk upwards into Doylestown. Just curious if anybody heard anything more. Mark, did you hear anything about that?
Stephanie would have been the one that asked that question.
Yeah.
there was a meeting at the township. I think it was like a phone meeting or something like that. I can't remember exactly how long ago it was.
It was news.
I think the consensus was that it was not going to cross at Turk and Pebble Hill. It was going to move up through the Pebble Woods Drive and cross up that way somewhere on the north end or
Okay.
south end, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then
Pebble
cross and come down towards Cherry Lane and work its way out Cherry Lane and up into town, but it was not going to cross at Turk because of the geometry of the roadway.
Turk
Interesting.
or Cherry, I think. It was a little
Yeah.
further.
It's almost up to, I'm drawing a blank on, I think it's Woodcrest,
Is it Woodlawn?
Woodcrest or Woodview.
Woodcrest.
It's the one before that.
Woodview. Yep.
Yeah.
Woodview crosses there. Yeah.
Cross
Yeah.
there and come up on the east side of Pebble Hill Road to Cherry.
Yeah, we have an easement there when Mercer Gate went in. And so it'll be able to go up into town or go along Cherry and Townview eventually to East Road. Obviously, we're in that kind of planning, laying it out. And then at some point, we'll have to start applying for grants.
And just
But-
so you're all aware,
Yeah.
just so you're all aware, the Bike and Hike Committee was going to wait and have a conversation with the Traffic Advisory Committee, but I said to him, let's speed this along. I said, you're never going to get my endorsement to go Turk and Pebble Hill. So the consensus was to come up and around. So that's kind of my idea. So,
All right.
but they did want to meet. They weren't trying to circumvent you guys.
Now, and the good news is there's several other pieces that are being worked on this summer that I guess the one on Bristol Road, right?
Yeah, that's in right now. That's being,
Upper State,
yeah, that's all with the grant from New Britain Township.
correct. And then the other one that was finished was the one up on Keely on the other side of the covered bridge.
Yeah, New Britain Borough.
Yeah,
And then we have a big grant. We have $1 million grant for Burpee Shady Retreat, goes to Lime Kiln and goes to the backside of the hospital.
nice.
Yeah,
We actually have a meeting with PennDOT tomorrow about the signal and the
Signal,
trail
yeah.
at Lime Kiln and Hospital Way.
yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay,
So that's all good news.
that is good
Mhm.
news.
Yeah, so wonderful. So then do we have a motion?
Something else.
Yeah, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Something is sticking in my head, but I can't remember it. I should have written it down. No, I think we're good.
Okay. Okay. Doug or Carol, do you want a motion to adjourn?
I will move to adjourn.
Okay.
Second.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Well, this was
Hey,
efficient.
guys.
This worked out great.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Enjoy
Bye.
the rest of your